Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. Rob Sanders.
His own mother slapped the stork that delivered him.
And Kale Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
The Rob and Kale Podcast.
And welcome in to the latest edition of the Rob and Kale Podcast. Tom Brady has won another Super Bowl, even though in reality, I hate to break it to all of you Super Bowl fans, your Tom Brady fans. It was the defense that won that Super Bowl for Tom Brady. He's out there. Yeah, he made some plays, but let's just be honest. It was people like Ndamukong Suh and Jason Pierre-Paul, who doesn't have all of his fucking fingers. That's who won the Super Bowl. It wasn't Tom Brady. Y'all can sit there and ride that Brady nutsack all you want, but we all know who actually won. Anyway, my name is Rob Sanders.
Wow.
I'm bitter about the Super Bowl. I don't know. My podcast partner is Carolina Jackpot. Jackpot, what's up, brother?
No, not much. That sounds like me after every time South Carolina gets beat down in football by Clemson. Wasn't nothing y'all did. Wasn't nothing you did. It was our shitty defense.
So, one of the first Carolina Jackpot videos that I ever watched.
Ignore the fact that Trevor Lawrence threw for 500 yards. All that shit.
Yeah. One of the first videos I watched for Carolina Jackpot was after Deshaun Watson broke a foot off in South Carolina. It was 56-7. And Jackpot had the nerve to come on the air the next morning. And this is essentially what he said. He said, I came on, I'm fucking tired. I gotta go to fucking work. I'm burping. It smells like pizza and beer. And it wasn't anything that y'all did.
What?
That was pretty funny.
Was not. It was us. I mean, it was all us.
It was all you. All right. Well, we'll do the Super Bowl wrap up tonight. We'll talk about the the Gamecock basketball team while they've fallen off the face of the earth. And I got a bone to pick with Clemson fans. We'll get into that momentarily. But first, let's thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Go by and have some wings, some beer, all kinds of great stuff at Callaway's Bar and Grill in West Columbia. They will be sponsoring our Callaway's Bracket Challenge. We'll be doing that shortly. Be sure that you get into that. Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. All right, Jackpot. We also have DNC Trucking and Transport. The fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Uncle Jackpot, read away.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. The Bucks won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady is old. It's been 2,263 days since my team has beaten Clemson on the football field. Remember, sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. Appreciate him sponsoring the show. By the way, if you want a job driving a truck and you have a CDL, get with me at Rob Sounds Good. We'll get you in touch with Dennis. He needs somebody to drive a truck for him. Make a good bit of money. Anyway, your initial thoughts on the Super Bowl, Jackpot. I don't want to dwell on this too much because
I had a feeling that everybody would win. I mean, they're at home. I mean, you know, I don't know. I wasn't betting against Tom Brady the whole time, and you know, I know it wasn't nothing he did, but okay, his team then. But I wasn't betting against them. They won 3 straight games on the road to get there, and I had a feeling that was going to happen. Looked, yeah, I don't know. Kansas City didn't look like themselves tonight. Yeah, so there you go. I mean,
yeah.
About that, all I had was that. If you can't tell or you can't tell, I spent the majority of the third quarter and the fourth quarter napping with Zigzag. So pretty much, I think it was 28-9 when we fell asleep.
My wife made this nice big Super Bowl spread of stuff or whatever, and that was cool of her. But then she's like, she came and brought me a big, huge bourbon drink, right? And it was like So, of course, I'm not going to let good bourbon go to waste. Can't have that. So, yeah, so I drank that, and then it's like, oh, time to take a nap. And so I napped for probably most of the fourth quarter. So there you go with that. I woke up, and her and the kids are in bed. I'm like, oh, great. Rodney says, Nate says, I'm not a Brady fan. I think he gets put too much on him, and he's had too many good teams that he's been on. I mean, look at the team he's on now. They held Kansas City to what? 270. I mean, it was right over 300 yards total on defense. But yeah, Tom Brady's the one who won the Super Bowl for him. Shut the hell up. Ryan Suckup had a good game. He kicked 4 extra points and a field goal. Field goal was from 50 yards out, 52 yards out. And being being the fair person that I am, Bashad Breeland, he basically deep dicked his team tonight. Former Clemson player out there looking stupid. Him and Tyrone Matthew, the Honey Badger.
He made a nice tackle on the first play of the game too, but
then after that, it was all downhill.
He got dumped on.
The shit.
Sure.
Yeah, well, I just the most bland Super Bowl. The weekend played at the half, and what the hell was that?
South Carolina's DBU. If had been a South Carolina player in there, that position, shit wouldn't have happened.
Yep. Jerome Pruitt says, I'm a Buck fan first, warming up to Brady now. What the fuck else does he have to do for you, Jerome? I mean, what does he got to do for you, man? Comes in first year, wins the Super Bowl. I mean, quarterback you had last year is a rapist and a crab leg thief, and threw more touchdowns and threw 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. But yeah, okay.
Somebody posted a picture up. I saw it on Twitter earlier of a guy at Harris Teeter in Charleston, some Fox News guy from Charleston. I don't know who it was. Took a picture of him from behind, and it said something about I spotted Tom Brady and Harris Teeter in West Ashley picking up some groceries before he flew to Tampa for the Super Bowl. But so somebody just made the observation that a Tampa Bay Brady jersey is the ultimate, dick riding or bandwagon move.
Some funny shit. Tiger Paul Craven says, stop it, man. The man has 7 rings and people still on that Brady got carried shit. I'm not a Brady fan. Well, name me a team that held Kansas City under 350 total yards for a game. Let me know who that is, and then we'll go from there, Tiger Paul. So, yes, he's a good quarterback. I get that. But all this shit, he's absolutely the best that's ever fucking played football. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Blake Robinson says 25 players from the SEC between both Super Bowl teams.
Well, congratulations. That's more of a nut-riding statement than wearing a Tom Brady jersey from Tampa Bay.
It just means more.
I wonder if the SEC put that out there.
It just means more. I think they did. I think so.
Okay, well, hey, I'll say something good about the SEC here. The quarterback for the winning team didn't go to an SEC school. He went to a fucking Michigan. So shut up, SEC. Yes, we did see the streaker. I thought it was jackpot there for a minute, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that was too. Yeah, he was running a little bit too fast for me. But not to say I hadn't done that back in my time, but I wasn't moving that fast. They tackled me at I started at the 40, and I made it, I think, to the 35 before they got me. So yeah, the 5 yards, I made it.
Fireball wants to know if you took the $80 and bought more tickets.
No, I didn't. I didn't go anywhere today, to be honest with you, except for I went to Zaxby's, got my cup refilled with Sun Drop right now. Stayed in the house pretty much all day.
and I'll be congratulatory to the Bucks, man. It takes a lot to win the Super Bowl. I just have to admit that I'm butthurt. They beat my Packers, so it's simple as that. And Tom Brady is a good quarterback. I goof on him, but he's a really good quarterback. And you have to just the fact that he's out there at the age that he is, and I don't even want to play church league basketball anymore. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
SEC Dog says, Jackpot, are you a week one tater based on what I've heard? Say it ain't so. Yes. No one likes Georgia but you, sir.
No, it is so. Go Tigers.
I'm jacked up for that week. We got what? 8 months? No, we don't. We got 7 months? About 7 months till the opening week of college football season. I'm looking forward to that already, by God.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait for my boys. KJ, Brian Breezy, Mr.
The ukulele.
Mr. Ukulele, Lynn J, fixing a deep dick those motherfuckers.
Shit. I wonder if the Georgia fans are going to show up even if
Bank of America Stadium, it's our home away from home. It is. Can't lose there.
Shane Beamer played for Bruce Arians at Mississippi State. Okay.
What?
I didn't know that. Blake Robinson says Shane Beamer. Blake's in at Mississippi State fan, man. Fuck, I don't know.
He played for his daddy at Virginia Tech.
That's what I thought too. I didn't think
he did. He played for. I don't know. My son was asking me about that yesterday. We were talking about it, and I said I think he was like, I think he was like Will Sweeney level. Like he held the extra points or something, I think, for Virginia Tech. Because the teams he was on there, he was there from 95 to 98. So the teams he was on were really good.
And he says he meant graduate assistant. Yeah, I can buy that.
That's okay. Fine. I thought Bruce Arians. What was Bruce Arians' position at Mississippi State? I thought was he the head coach there? I thought he coached for Sylvester Croom. I don't know.
That may be right. No, I don't know. Coaching trees are hard to keep up with. So there's that. SEC Dog says, no way Jackpot is pulling for Clemson, even if they're playing North Korea or whatever. Not buying.
Nice. No, usually normally you're right. There's a first time for everything. It's the first and only time. First and only.
I think Jackpot's trying to do some reverse psychology because
we're rivals, man. We're rivals. I mean, South Carolina and Georgia are rivals. They don't like each other. Georgia's talking about shit about South Carolina recently. I mean, you have our you have the dickhead who destroyed our football program, or what was left of it, and then pissed on the damn carcass by getting hired by Georgia to lure the 5-star kid away from our program. Yeah, fuck them all.
I
hope Clemson does what they do to Muschamp every time they've met up, and that's continue the dicking. So,
well, in fairness, the Muschamp's never gotten within 21 points of Clemson, so I don't know if that stench will go over to the Georgia program or not. But, I was looking at Georgia with what they've got this year as far as guys coming in and guys that they've still got left. They have a good team. And as far as talent goes on paper, they've got a good team. But if they don't win against Clemson, then you really got to question Kirby Smart a little bit. You really do. And I don't give a shit what Dabo Swinney has up there. You have Georgia has a more talented team on paper than Clemson does. The only thing holding Georgia back, in my opinion, is Kirby Smart and the coaching staff that he's got there. And the shit he said about Muschamp is going to coach our coaches. Shit, get out of here. Oh, goodness.
Brentley Jones says, Jackpot, do you watch reruns of Married with Children? I have. Just not on a regular basis, but why?
I
So,
don't
Joe?
know. No clue. Carolina Jackpot is lost, and if he's pulling for the taters, prayers for Jackpot.
Oh, don't need them. Prayers for you. Have a good day.
He's only doing it's only for 4 quarters, man. It's only for 4 quarters.
It's only four quarters. One state, two. What is it? One state, 2 teams, 1 fan base, 1 day. Who do we play that day?
And I said something on here I didn't mean to.
Panthers.
No, you play Eastern Illinois. That's your opener.
Panthers of Eastern, the EIU. I don't know.
Tony Romo's home, brother.
I'm sure that should be a
fucking hard burner.
Yeah, that should be a noon game, a little nooner, maybe. I don't know. There's a season opener. It used to be every season opener at Carolina. The season openers were always at nighttime. First 3 games of the year would always be at night, but with the advent of nowadays, every game is televised. That shit just doesn't happen like that anymore. But I don't know.
Clemson UGA, pick one. I'd rather have a molten metal enema. # don't care. Thank you, Delta 900. It's okay.
Well,
if you don't like winning, that's okay over on that front. You don't like winning. Fireball wants to know if you live closer to Columbia or Clemson. He does live closer to Clemson. So, but then again, Athens is closer to Clemson than Columbia is. So there's that too.
I knew I smelled something whenever I went over there, and it wasn't all tater.
Jerome with the line. We'll all be singing Kumbaya after Clemson beats Kirby's sorry ass. Look at this. And Jerome's a Gamecock fan. I'm telling you, most Gamecock fans, they're just not being as honest as Jackpot is. They want Clemson to stomp that Georgia ass. Just saying. So, look, I'm confident in Clemson. I think they can win the game. They're already up 7-0 just because of the coaching staff. This isn't a recruiting war where you can go out and recruit players and we have recruiting national titles and that makes us better than you. No. This is about on the field. So, Dabo Sweeney's like a CEO coach. I'll take Brent Venables and Tony Elliott over your entire fucking coaching staff. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, they tell me they got something called Munkin now, so they can develop quarterbacks. That's why I kept getting told whenever I would tell them that they can't develop quarterbacks down there, and Gunnar Stockton will be wasted. They tell me they got something called Munkin, so they'll be okay with quarterback development. You don't need to worry about the dogs, Jackpot.
What? They got a what, Jackpot? What
something is it? Called Mr. Munkin. Was it Todd Munkin, the offensive coordinator?
I don't know shit about fuck.
Exactly. I mean, come on, man.
You got to be shitting me.
we have Todd Munkin. Oh, Jesus. Nobody's really said that to you, have they?
No.
Nobody's really said that to you.
It's been here. It's home. I'm sitting here. I'm like playing that game that at the fair where you got to hit something with the little things, the little monsters that pop up with a mallet. Approving comments on here. Every comment seems like it's getting flagged, and it's like I just had to approve the Anthony Keith Harrelson comment. These asshats shipped Justin Fields off. I had to approve that. I mean, God. Come on, YouTube. You're getting soft tonight. You are just.
You let an SEC Dogs comment Carolina Tater roll through. You approve that. Fucking let that in.
I like it for a day.
Carolina Crack Pipe is still the funniest damn thing ever.
Don't call me that anymore after September the 4th. But as for that day, goodness. Yes, it will be.
God damn.
Drinking that. I got a gallon of tater juice sitting in the refrigerator, just getting steeped up for September the 4th.
A gallon of tater juice.
You got to be shitting me.
I don't even know where to go from here from that. Jackpot with his gallon of tater juice. Yes, Delta 900. We understand that you don't like Georgia or Clemson. We understand that you like football from a team that is just mediocre. We get it, brother. It's okay.
Blake Robinson said, I can only vouch for Georgia's offensive line coach, Matt Luke. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. He also lets his players fake, act like a dog, and piss in the end zone.
Yeah, there's that too.
Get himself fired.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I guess he is a good guy.
Matt Luke made it okay for them to hire Lane Kiffin. Damn it. Something has a hold of Jackpot. Has to be the tater juice talking. Potato vodka. That's pretty funny, Jerome.
Maybe.
Top notch. So let's put this into perspective, Kale. You said you'd root for Clemson if they were playing Georgia. Would you root for Tennessee if they were playing Georgia?
Yes.
Is there any team that Georgia could play that is not the Taliban that you would root for Georgia?
Negative. That includes everybody.
Everybody.
Even the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.
And the Taliban. You take the Taliban.
Yes.
So there you go, Georgia fans. JW says if UGA loses, Uncle Lou will die. You know, Uncle Lou
It will blow up.
I tell you what, Uncle Lou is going to get so pissed off. He's going to jump up and down and knock a hole in the floor of that she shed he's got. He will lose his fucking gizzards if Clemson wins that game.
He might cut Pigskin Pete's nuts off on the lunch money show immediately after.
Yeah. Jackpot, why do you hate Clemson so much? What in particular, Brentley wants to know?
I just don't fucking like them. I don't know. I mean, they're our rivals, and I've lived up here in the upstate all my life, and I've just listened to these smug bastards just talk their shit and ride around. And one other thing that really pisses me off is like it seems like the last 5 years I've just seen more and more and more of this nauseating orange and purple shit just pop up all over the upstate of South Carolina. And when I know good and goddamn well it wasn't there back about 2012-ish, okay? And a lot of cases, it was gamecock shit there. So you have bandwagoners who flim-flam and flip-flop sides, and that pisses me off. And they act like they fucking invented damn football. I mean, when they just started competing at a high level a few years ago. So that's what it's just a culmination of those things. Too many to list.
John Kelly said something about wishing Uncle Lou would die. I don't think I said that. Don't wish Uncle Lou dies. No, I don't think I said that. I just said he would get pissed off and jump up and down in his she shed and might knock a hole in it.
Marcus Mariota says, "How about talk about winners for a change?" Okay, so, sir, you should we talk about your team losing to the Beeve this past year?
You lost to a team named the Beeve.
You lost to the Beavers, and you lost to the Cal Golden Bears. Shut up. You don't have any room to say anything. You got your brakes beat off in the Nobody Gives a Fuck Bowl on New Year's Day by something called Iowa State. Just stop.
My team just won the Super Bowl. No one gives a fuck about your team. Shut up. Delta wants to know if I'm charging you.
Who said my team just won the Super Bowl? Your team. Okay. Your team used to be. Your team used to be the Titans. Who does Marcus play for now?
I don't know. They fucking ran him out of the NFL. He was a fraud. He's probably playing somewhere as a backup.
Canadian League?
You know what? You know what he wants to be. He wants
play
to
for
be
the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Right, he's on some team, but he wants to be Charlie Whitehurst, go and hold a clipboard for 12 years and get paid for it. Be the best second stringer ever. That's what he wants to do.
Oh yeah, Charlie
Whitehurst.
Whitehurst was the smartest man ever.
Yeah, he just went fucking after training camp. He just kicked back, and didn't do shit.
He just lays around, deep sticks, bitches, drinks mixed drinks, sits back and lives the life, man.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We don't want to be Charlie Whitehurst. John says he plays for the LV Raiders. Okay. Well, good for him. He's trying to be Charlie Whitehurst, though. He's trying. Wants to be that backup down there under John Gruden. Hilarious. All right, so before we get out of here this evening, we have to talk about basketball for a moment. Jackpot put out a video on Frank Martin, and you weren't really over the top mean, but you were more along the lines of, this is some bullshit that we're seeing right now. It's pretty Gamecock basketball team has a lot of talent. 2 guys that should be drafted, and they're not doing very well.
No, I mean it's ridiculous. I mean it really is. I mean they can't put it together for more than one game in a row. I mean they went the second half of that Florida game. I mean it was a thing of beauty. I mean they were hitting shit. I mean Seventh Woods. I mean he was hitting shots. He was just hitting some insane stuff. I mean little teardrop falling away against a good team.
Right.
And it wasn't that they just played like dog shit. I mean, South Carolina played well that second half defensively. They got after it. I mean, shots were falling for them. But my God, I mean, just going on the road and losing to a team that's 0-6 in a conference is inexcusable with as much talent as that team has on it. And then to deliver a performance yesterday to come out, as Uncle Lou would say, push a plastic plate to midfield, he usually says, but we'll say midcourt, and sit there and doo-doo on it for 40 minutes is just inexcusable against a mediocre to shitty team.
Yeah. I think they should be have more wins than they got right now, but they just don't. And but you know what though? But I'm in the camp of he took you to the Final Four, and I know people get tired of hearing that. That was a long time ago, but
yeah, and one time, and an analogy I put on it was, yes, he did. He made the Final Four one time. He made it one fucking time. Congratulations. I would take three NCAA tournament appearances where maybe one time you win a couple games, maybe one time you win one game, maybe one time you're one and done. It's over going one time and going all the way to the Final Four, never to be heard from again. I mean, it was just like a fart. It's there for a minute, then it's gone. It just dissipates, and no one really remembers it. I guarantee you that if you've polled people that are anything more or anything less than just, I don't know, your casual college basketball fan, and asked them who's the 2 teams in the Final Four in 2017 besides North Carolina and Gonzaga, and one of them was in the SEC, I guarantee you ain't nobody going to even fucking remember it was South Carolina. They're going to damn say Kentucky, and they're going to get it wrong. So, I mean, that's why they're not going to, it's not memorable. And
I don't know how to fix it. I guess, so are you on record you want him to go, Jackpot, or do you want him to do better next season?
I want to see him do better next season. I don't want to fire him yet. But, damn it, I mean, if we can't – and then next season, I mean, I don't know what he's going to have coming back. What kind of weapons he's going to have. I don't know how well he's recruited. Looks to be okay. So.
Well, we'll see on that. Let's pivot to Clemson for a minute. Clemson has won 2 games in a row. They beat North Carolina. They beat Syracuse. Now, in a normal season, and by the way, Clemson beat Florida State this year too. People seem to forget that. But in a normal season, if you tell me Clemson's going to have a win over North Carolina, Florida State, and Syracuse, I would be like, holy shit, that's a hell of a season. They're not like awful, but I kind of feel the same way about Brad Brownell, but it's funny, and I want to hit Clemson fans with this really quick here. All of you that are running your mouths right now about, oh, wow, this team's playing so great. Yeah, they're going to be just so awesome. Clemson's schedule flattens out the rest of the season. They don't play anybody left who is above 500 in conference play. So they could theoretically win these games out and then, go about their merry way. But you flip-flop fans piss me off, man. Either you love Brownell or you hate him, one or the other. I'm just saying, just be consistent, for God's sake. Jackpot says, all right, we'll look up Clemson's record real quick here for Fire Vol. I think
they're like 12-7, I think, maybe.
I'm looking it up right now. I can't remember. I mean, they're the sad thing is that they'll probably be ranked. I know that sounds silly, but they will probably be ranked right now. Let's see here. I got it right here in front of me. The basketball team is 12-5, 6-5 in the ACC. They play Georgia Tech on Friday night. Then they have
Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night matchup at Little John. Then they have 3 games at Notre Dame, at Pitt, at Wake, followed by Miami and Pitt.
3-game stretch.
Yeah. No, it's not. Fucking goddamn.
I don't know shit about fuck.
I don't know. Now you're going to make me play. This is probably my favorite clip.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Exactly.
They're at Notre Dame, at Pitt, and at Wake?
At Wake.
One of those 3 will get canceled.
Well, that's kind of, if you're a Clemson fan, you're kind of hoping on that, because if one of those can get canceled and then you split the other 2, then you're good to go.
Speaking of that, what I said to you earlier tonight about the attendance at the Super Bowl. I mean, what the fuck? That wasn't no socially distanced crowd. I don't know.
I think it was enhanced because they had like a lot of cardboard cutouts and just the way it looked. They were supposed to only have 25,000 fans there.
That's a lot of fans, though. I mean, for 25,000 is a lot. I mean, is that stadium seat? I mean, it's like 7,000, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot more than they've been letting in. That's kind of like Texas A&M at that game when they let in. I don't know how many people it was, and when Dan Mullen cried like a bitch because his team lost, and he said it was because we played in front of 25,000 fans. I mean, I'm a petition to sell out the Swamp next weekend when we play LSU or blah, blah,
blah. Brock wants to know what that line is from. That is Rose from the series Ozark. She's just a crackhead not really a crackhead. She's just a hustling ass crackhead. That's the best term I can use for her. I don't know.
Josh Pinion, no kin to Bradley Pinion, punter for the Tampa Bay Bucks, says, Jackpot, ain't it past your bedtime? Yes, it is. I actually took a nap earlier, and then I woke up.
All right. I'll tell you what. We'll take some calls real quick here, and then we'll wrap this episode of the show up. Fireball with a good point there. You said shit, you send them $100, and they would put a cardboard cutout in a seat. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I don't even know where to go with that. Hey,
Dog says Jackpot now a Tater fan. Talk about bandwagon fan, not loyal to South Carolina. Geez, what a joke. LOL. Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's 2 teams I hate. So, I mean, I'm torn as to which way to go anyway. So, I mean, you're making that decision very difficult for me. But Yeah, I got to
Maybe,
pull stuff out.
maybe if you Georgia fans didn't act like you were the best fucking football program in the history of time when you haven't won a national title in 40 years, maybe Jackpot would have a little more love for you. I don't know. Maybe.
No.
See, Jackpot can take this game's perfect for him because if Georgia wins, then he can be like, ha ha, fuck you, Clemson. And if Clemson wins, he can be like, ha ha, fuck you, Georgia. I mean, this is a no-lose situation for Jackpot.
Exactly. I cannot lose. And usually I stand a lot to lose. So
look, all I know is going into September the 11th of that weekend, South Carolina is going to be 1-0, and either Clemson or Georgia is going to be 0-1. This is a winning situation for Jackpot here. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you want to join us here on the program tonight, as we'll take a couple of calls before we break it down here.
Speaking of such, don't we have some FCS football?
We do. Yeah,
That
like
should be warming up. The should be starting to practice pretty soon, right? In games, not too much further in the future.
Yeah, we got to pick our team that we're gonna follow. I'm going with the Citadel Bulldogs or Wofford. I'm going with one or the other.
Fuck them. Going with the hometown team, the Purple Paladins.
You can go with, you know what? And this may sound silly, but Furman may make the NCAA tournament, and they might be they might be one of those sneaky 14 seeds or whatever. They went into Alabama and almost beat that ass earlier this year.
Yeah.
So,
Alabama got beat by Western Kentucky. And they're currently in first place in Conference USA. Got a former SEC head coach coaching that team, Rick Stansberry. Somebody brought that name up when asked me about who would replace Frank Martin at South Carolina. There you go. I mean, it's our thing to hire SEC retreads, right?
803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Jackpot needs a feels evaluator.
What?
I don't even know what the hell that is. No, Jackpot needs a home wrecker from the Mazodcast. That's what.
Okay,
Jackpot
all right. That's okay. That's all. That's getting a little bit
too far. May find one of those in that old couch that Jackpot sleeps on there. I don't know. If you don't know what we're talking about, go listen to the Mazodcast. Jackson Muschamp for Heisman. Okay.
I forgot all about him.
Rick Stansberry, greatest Mississippi State coach ever. Okay. Well, there we go.
It was either him or Richard Dick Williams.
Yo, Clemson's got a coach, and I think his name is Dick Head. he's on the coaching staff now. Let me look this up. I think it's the Clemson assistant basketball coach. Let me make sure I got it right. Clemson's got an assistant basketball coach. And I believe his name is Dick Head.
Is it Richard Head? Oh, Lord.
Hold on. I'm making sure here. No. It's Bender. His name is Dick Bender.
Wow.
I don't know why I think that's so stupid.
Holy
Dick
shit.
Bender. Holy shit. That's his name. Like, his parents hated him.
He got his ass kicked in elementary school every day.
Well, and the
Middle
funny thing,
and high school.
if I have to go in front of the Clemson basketball team for media or whatever, and we get to speak to now, welcome to the stage for comments. We'll take questions from the media here. Coach Dick Bender.
Josh
You'll just be going.
Josh Pinion says Will Muschamp will be the Georgia defensive coordinator soon. I don't know. I mean, that might be just shitting in your own hand if they decide to go that route, because as much of a defensive guy and a defensive guru as he supposedly is supposed to be, I mean, those defenses, especially those of the last few years down here in Columbia, didn't exactly set the woods on fire. And say what you want to about, well, you look at the kind of players you go into. Well, we recruited five. We had 5-star kids that we recruited in 2019 and 2020 on those defenses. I'm just saying. We had 2 NFL cornerbacks. I mean, give up 1 million yards in 2 games. I mean, just saying. I don't know.
I got nothing.
I mean, if his defensive coordinator wasn't doing his job, I mean, he didn't take over, I mean, he didn't step in there and do a hell of a job himself, you know. Saying.
Smoke Monday is still up there in top names for me. Thank you for that, Blake. What a horrible. And I know Coach Bender's a good guy up there at Clemson, but damn it, Dick Bender. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, man. That's probably the worst name ever, by the way. Dick Bender. All right. Well, 803-470-2905. Last call for calls. We will talk. I don't know what we're going to talk. When do the Gamecocks play next? Do you know, Jackpot?
Wednesday, I believe.
Okay.
We get our doo-doo pushed in by the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about some sour grapes online? Alabama fans were pissed that Mizzou beat them. You would have thought it was a fucking football game. And I was like, you motherfuckers didn't know you had a basketball team.
They just climbed out the damn woods on that one.
Yeah. Whatever with all that. All right. Well, I think we've had a good show, Jackpot. We'll be back at it on Wednesday. I'll be on this channel tomorrow on Fox Sports Radio 1400.
What's on the agenda tomorrow at 3 p.m.?
I've got several things I'm working on. So it's like things happen at a batshit pace on Monday. So generally it's weird when I set my show up. I try not to schedule a big guest on Monday because it always ends up fucking me in the face. So anyway, huge freeze. Holy shit, Blake. Jerome says Bama's going to rock us. Yeah, Bama's pretty good, man. I think they're a fraud, though, on the front, though. They can't hit threes. They're really not worth a shit. So
I don't know. I mean, I say that, but I mean, watch them win. You know, I mean, it would be the most Gamecock thing to do.
Josh says the Braves signed Ozuna. Yeah, that's good for the Braves, and they got him cheap too. No, I say cheap, but 4 years, $65 million is cheap for a guy that hit like he hit last year. So
I keep seeing on that story that Ozuna, that he's coming back to Atlanta. When was he ever here to begin with?
Well, he was there last season.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Shows how much I know.
Well, he's a good bat to help the protect Freddie Freeman in the lineup.
I don't know.
Blake
I'm
Wright.
for Dan Ugla.
Fuck, god damn it.
Shows how much I know. No, I'm just kidding.
How the fuck do I have to end the podcast on Dan Ugla? Jesus Christ, Jackpot. You really, we'll end the show on this. When I was in the Coast Guard, right, we would go on boats. And when I was down doing law enforcement in the Gulf, and what Jackpot just did was sort of like this.
Kicking
We
you
would
in
go
the
on
falling off the boat?
No. When we would board a boat that we thought it had drugs on it, right? My chief engineer, who was the head of our boarding party, would tell them, we're going to search your boat or we're going to shoot a hole in it. Which one do you want to do? That's basically what Jackpot just did here. Let's just fuck the show. Yeah, we'll just end it with Dan Ugla. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Bruce.